This conference will now be recorded.
Christie asked me to, what are you here for? Okay. Good evening, everyone. I'm going to call the Town of Cottage Grove notice of public hearing. But the Town Board of Cottage Grove, boy, long weekend, will hold a public hearing at 7 p.m. on Monday, September 15th, 2025 at the Cottage Grove Town Hall, 4058 County Road N, to receive public comments on a proposed amendment to the following section of the town's code of ordinances. And that is amending section 2.03 town board meetings to provide for a succession plan in the event of an unexpected incapacitation of the town chair. All interested parties are invited to said hearing and be heard. The proposed amendment is attached or available for viewing at the Town Hall, 4058 County Road N, Cottage Grove. And I'll let the other stuff go, but after the public hearing, the town board will consider adoption of the proposed amendments. Right now, say if something were to happen to me, there is nothing in writing as far as who would assume temporary power to be the acting chairperson. And so what we wanted to do was to codify that, so in the event something happens, everybody on the board, everybody in the township knows that this is how it's going to go. And that's our only purpose in doing it, because you never know.
We did go through this, but that doesn't mean signing checks, correct?
That's a different thing. That's a different determination that is done each year after elections or whenever it's needed.
Okay,
yes.
so.
That is a policy that's already in place though.
Oh, it is, okay.
Which is different. This is basically who could
do it.
who could set the agenda,
Yeah.
that kind of thing.
The senior most town supervisor is responsible.
For those who may not have seen the actual text, I'll read it here. In the event of the unexpected incapacitation of the town chair, the senior most town supervisor shall be responsible for the proper posting or publication of meeting notices and agendas. If two supervisors have the same tenure, the one with the lowest supervisor number will be responsible for the meeting notices and agenda. Kind of a tiebreaker. Does anyone have any comments, suggestions, concerns? Yes.
I move that we close the public hearing.
Second. Motion and a second to close the public hearing. Any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign, motion carried. All right. It is Monday, September 15th, 2025. I'm call the meeting of the Town of Cottage Grove Board of Supervisors to order, and we will hold our public meeting. Excuse me a second. Excuse me. Meeting was properly posted at the town. We have a quorum, and let's all stand for the flag pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. I would like to welcome back Supervisor Duplay from his
trials and
Illness?
tribulations.
Yes.
Vacation.
Well, it wasn't
Yeah.
vacation. Believe me, if it was a vacation, I
No
would
kidding.
rather have gone somewhere
I'm
else.
glad you're smiling a little bit though.
Meeting of the last, or minutes of the last meeting.
I move approval as
Second.
presented.
Second.
Motion by Christie, second by Fonger to approve the minutes as presented. Any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign.
Extensions.
Abstention.
Aye.
Motion carried. Finance report, approval of bills.
You have to fill in the last check here, I guess I forgot to do that.
38,170. Kim, $3,822 for coloring books?
That's the fire department. I presume.
Yeah, the fire department, that's coming up on
We
there.
don't have a budget for the budget item for that?
That's all part of their, that's like for the, what's the big deal they do for fire prevention
Oh,
week or whatever, that's part
okay.
of their giveaways for their big thing over there.
They usually have an open house too,
Yeah,
don't they?
that's what I'm trying to say.
I move approval of checks 38,143 to 38,170 be paid. And make EFT payments of $13,884.15.
Second.
Motion and a second to approve checks number 38143 through 38, was it 170?
170.
Yep. And EFT payments of $13,884.15. Any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
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 Opposed, same sign, motion carried. And you also have the unaudited cash and investment balance of $2,357,821.59. Next item, public concerns.
Wait, you got
Building permits.
What?
Building permits.
Oh, yes.
I'll move approval of the building permits.
Second.
Motion by Christie, second by Duplay for the building permits. Any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign, motion carried. Public concerns, public's opportunity to speak to the town board about any subject that is not an agenda, specific agenda item. Yes, sir.
Will there be an open discussion on item 2B about Ridge Road, or is it just a presentation tonight?
Do you have comments regarding that? When
I
the
do.
time? Okay,
I first want to thank the Highway Department for clearing Uphoff and Bike Trail intersection for better visibility. Could use a little bit more clearing at this time, Uphoff and the Bike Trail. As you come up on it, you can't see till the last second what's happening. I almost had some joggers run into my vehicle because they couldn't see me either. But anyways, as far as Ridge Road goes, it's a lot of bad behavior by all parties, the people that use the trail, the people that use the road. I mean, everybody thinks they got the right of way, and this isn't good. And the visibility is very bad. And people park down at the bottom there, that's no good. We use the trail and we park up on top so we can see and be seen. Now, if we push everybody away from parking at the trail, they're going to go somewhere else. It's going to be up off road next. So just stay tuned for that. But up on top to the south, which is the obvious place to park, there's 2 field access roads. If we put no parking at the bottom, we're going to need to stick a couple of no parkings up near the field access roads. Otherwise, folks will block that at the wrong time when the farmer shows up and can't get to his field. But I'm all for ending parking at the absolute intersection of Ridge and the trail.
Okay. Could I get your name, please? Your name?
Richard Wood. I live over on West Ridge and we use the trail.
Yeah.
But I've seen rude behavior by all parties involved. It's just, who's got the right of way? I mean, come on.
There are
You really
stop
want to
signs
have
on
an
the trail.
accident? No, we don't want to have an
Are you always nice out there yourself?
accident. But
Mr. Wood?
absolutely. Oh, and we have a trail pass. We have a trail pass.
Oh, you do?
Oh,
Okay.
we have a trail pass.
Okay, all right.
Wow.
Good for you.
Okay, that's it.
Okay. Anybody online's got anything to,
It's just us and Eric.
what's that?
It's just us and Eric Lane.
Okay. Well, as long as we started the discussion, if Troy doesn't mind, we'll skip A for the time being, we'll go to B, then we'll come back to A. As long as Mr. Woods, any words of wisdom, Dan?
No, you got what I think should happen.
Putting all the signs up, it's gonna be a big pain in the butt as far as snow and mowing.
Yeah, but it's all right. We have them everywhere.
Well, I remember a time when we wanted to remove signs, that's why we're putting like dead end signs on the top of posts. Ease your job.
Yeah,
We get bigger equipment in there and you know where I'm going.
just on a straight stretch. It shouldn't be too bad.
Okay.
It's not coming around a corner or anything like that. And it doesn't drift real bad through there.
So you're saying you're gonna get 10 signs or 8 signs?
10 total.
10 total?
The 2 by the trail, I kind of thought were option if you guys want them. I kind of think it's needed, but I just put it separate, so.
No, I think it should be done. Something has to be done or tried at least.
So at least get 10 signs.
You don't think that pushing it out that far is gonna make people just push farther and now you got people walking down the road?
Possible.
What's worse?
I don't know, I think that's what's gonna happen.
But that's the question of what's worse.
Build a wall.
So we're trying to, just so I can wrap my head around this too, we're trying to prevent people parking down at the bottom where the trail is. Is that what you guys are intending?
Yes.
I'm trying to deter them all together. I put 800-foot zone. So
even on top.
Well, if we don't give them a place to park, they're gonna find a place to park, or they're not gonna use the trail.
they don't park anywhere in Deerfield, town of Deerfield.
Isn't that where they're supposed to park here in town? Or Deerfield? At the heads is where they're supposed to park.
I've only been out here a short time, and I've never had any issues out at that trail crossing or up off. I know up off is a little bit worse than I think Ridge Road, just because there is that corner there and people fly down through there. And doesn't matter if I sit out there or not, they're still flying through there. But I know at Ridge Road there are stop signs at the trail. As bikers or runners come up on both sides. Coming southbound on Ridge Road, there is a trail crossing 35 caution sign, approximately 100 feet from that. I mean, as far as signs go, if you guys are trying to prevent parking down there, that's, I guess, that was out of my scope. I guess I didn't think we'd go that far. Just because a lot of the people that drive through and travel through that area are aware that the trail is there, so they slow down, you know. But that's what you guys are thinking of doing. If that's what the public wants, I think we should at least try, but you gotta give them a place to park. Yeah, I mean, we can put no parking signs up all we want. I mean, we see it down on Vilas Road at Bakken Park, right? Like, we have, I think there's 100 signs out there now. And it's finally curbed the, what we want to happen, right? But I think either we give them a place to park or we're gonna run into the same issue.
Well, the problem with the whole thing is that those two roads up off and in Ridge were never meant to be parked at. You know, the trail starts in Cottage Grove and, or you could start in Deerfield and go the opposite direction. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You don't really, if you start at Ridge and go to Deerfield, you could go the opposite if you wanted. You could go from Deerfield to Ridge.
Right.
Nobody's walking that far. I mean, I
Yeah.
walk it a lot, or I used to when I had a dog. And I would park at Ridge all the time and then walk from Ridge to Dvorak and back. That's 3 miles. If I walk from there to Deerfield and back, I'm gonna take a 10.
You only go one way.
Call EMS, huh?
I can give you the number.
Yeah, if your husband pick you up at the other place. Hey, what's the matter with you?
One way.
Yeah, one way, man.
I'm certain they're gonna test the parking. They'll probably end up parking down in Savage or something like that.
That's exactly what's
And
gonna.
that's when that was my point, you know, are we gonna put up 10 signs, or are we gonna put up 20 signs, or what are we gonna put up to stop people from parking there?
It's gonna get it to a point of diminishing returns if you're gonna have to walk, and I'm exaggerating here, if you're gonna have to walk a mile before you start your walk, and then walk another mile after your walk, are people actually going to do that? And if people start parking on Savage, which I don't know that they will, at least it's off of.
Do we want to time frame this? Like, no parking in this intersection? Because throughout the day, most everybody's working and, you know,
I have it
people that utilize the trail.
I have signs at any time is what I got prices on. No
Gotcha.
parking, and it's the arrow, start arrow.
I think like during heavy traffic times, maybe put the speed boards out, see how many vehicles we do get running through there. I mean, I'm not,
There's not a lot of traffic on that road,
that's what I was thinking.
but we have concerned neighbors.
That's where it started.
Gotcha. And I get the concern, like, people be happy there.
But at what point do we stop putting up signs?
Yeah.
Well, how many feet are you going to the north and to the south?
400
400
each
to-
way,
Okay.
so it's 800-foot
800,
zone.
okay.
Which is really not that far.
Right.
I mean, it sounds like a lot, but when you
It's not.
consider the trail, it's not. It does, I mean, it's, yeah. Where
You
the
think it-
recreational trail crossing sign is up on the hill,
Mhm.
that's like 800 feet from the trail.
So halfway in.
So it's about half of that zone, but I mean,
So do you think it's gonna work or not?
well, yeah, I mean, well, if we enforce it, right, like, they're still gonna park there. I guarantee it.
One of the points that came up out of the meeting last time was the fact that when you crest the hill, what's there? And that's what you guys can't see. You can't see when you crest, and whether there's somebody standing there in a vehicle or there's somebody out on the road. Moving the cars out of there would help immensely. I think we're still gonna get parking on the edge side of the road. But if it's noted that you're really not appreciated to park there, maybe it'll diminish. But I think moving them out of the hollow area is a smart thing.
Yeah.
That's my feeling.
And that's why I decided, that's why I did them up on top of the hill too, back further, because you don't wanna park right at the top of the hill either.
No.
Because that's where your view is gonna get blocked the most. So like, I got the zone, and they could park down for them. Ditches are pretty flat. I mean, if they park where the signs end, they still got, I mean, it's not that far. 400-foot walk is not that far.
No, and you could, in those areas where it is flat, I mean, it probably could be at least 4 or 5 feet off the road.
Yeah.
Well, no matter what you do, everybody's not gonna be happy.
No.
So that's just the way it is, so. it all started with, we needed to make it safer. And I hope that DNR would do their action too and stop the bikers and people from causing some of the problems besides.
And Sean, you can cite them for not stopping there, correct?
Yeah, yes. A non-traffic citation, obviously.
But now what? I'm sorry.
Non-traffic citation because they're on a bike. It'll just be through, yes, I can cite them. Just different.
Okay. Does that carry a fine?
I can't tell you exactly what it is, but I've never ran into this. I've never had any issues out there. Obviously people do the right thing when they see a cop car there, but I don't take my personal vehicle through there. There's no reason for me to go out there, but I suppose I can every once in a while, go for a drive, but I don't know.
Do you think it's gonna help? Dan?
I'm sure, yeah. I mean, anything's gonna help. But, I mean, still gotta get people to follow signs. The stop signs and no parking signs.
Well, we could probably use the no parking signs anywhere somewhere else in town, right? I move for the approval of purchasing 10 signs, 8 total signs on no parking, and 2 DNR size signs by the trailhead.
Said, the minute said that we had, that this passed last time.
Who what?
The minutes of our meeting, our September 2nd meeting.
Dan was supposed to come back with where to put
Where to
them
put it.
in
Right.
the sign, so.
Okay.
Per your recommendations.
How many and where to put them at?
Second.
Motion by Duplays, second by Bonger to follow the highway superintendent's recommendation on sign placement on Ridge Road at the trailhead. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, all those, go ahead.
100, you're saying it's not at the trailhead, it's 100.
No, 2 DNR signs at the
Oh,
trailhead.
okay, thank you, there you go. I stand corrected.
No problem.
Just in the road.
Okay.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carried. We're gonna back up to 2A, review the police activities. And while you're pulling out your reports, I wanted to quick add that our new deputy starts a week from today.
Good.
Who is it? I've missed the meeting. Missed those meetings.
Josh Miranda. He's road trained. He's been working task force out of northeast.
Northeast, yep.
Yep. So he's got some familiarity with the area here.
Okay.
Retired US Army. Seemed like a real nice gentleman. Younger. Can't wait to start.
Good for him.
Yeah.
Good for you guys.
Yeah. It's not just me anymore.
No more overtime though.
That's okay. That's okay with me.
That's one of the difference it makes when we're not fully staffed. Looking at the statistics here. We have further down in our agenda, we're looking at the recommended detour for, have you showed it to Sean?
No, if we're talking about AB for when they do the
Love's Lane.
Lud's Lane construction.
Okay.
Well, we can talk about that when we get down there then.
Roger.
Yeah, because we'll also talk about any insight you want to provide for BB and Vilas to the north. So
A lot of property checks,
What are they?
a lot of property checks.
Yeah, so they're vacation property checks. Check areas.
Any questions on the statistics?
Keep up the good work.
No questions.
You don't have on here anymore who, people that don't have insurance?
What's that now?
People that don't have insurance?
Yep.
I don't think it, is that up here?
What was last?
That's just a citation.
Oh, okay. But don't they get a ticket?
Yep.
Okay.
Right here,
Oh, is it there? Okay.
operating motor vehicle without insurance.
Okay.
So there's operating without insurance and operating without proof of insurance.
If they don't have any insurance, I cite no insurance. And then they have an option and the ability to come to court and provide proof of insurance.
Okay.
Yep. It's just, Jen and I had this conversation because the statute is similar, right? Either you have it or you don't. It's pretty black and white. So we just write for no insurance.
Next item, discuss and consider the village request for a shared sidewalk and road connections between the town and the West Lawn area of the village. Tabled from our last meeting.
I'm gonna say no again.
I feel the same. I mean, they're acting like they did us a big favor with the UTVs. I mean, every time they bring something up, they always throw that in there, which they basically open two pointless roads that don't do anybody any good, basically.
And my point is that those, any kids that are walking from, I don't wanna say my area, but my area of the town, okay? They can just go up to,
They're gonna use the area anyway.
I know that, but why do we wanna encourage it? And Dan had another good point. What's gonna happen with the snow?
Village is gonna take care of everything.
Okay, yeah, right. I'm not
said
gonna
they
hold
will.
my breath for that. I'm sorry.
So Justin and I did a little recon last Friday morning and we sat up there during school hours, right? So like when people would walk to school, 2 kids, which were Justin's, walked up Pheasant Run and crossed, and 5 kids on Morning Dove crossed through. We sat there from 7:15 till 8 o'clock. That was it.
There's no point in it.
I sat there also because Jim suggested it at the last meeting.
Yeah.
I decided I should,
How many crossed when you were up there?
about the same.
Yeah.
Not many. And
And they're all like neighbor kids that live like basically right there on the other side.
I asked them how they felt about it. I said, I like it.
Yeah.
Well, I talked to some people that sit there and they don't like it. So,
What, as far as what?
because they moved there because it's on a dead end. And they don't
They
want,
wanna keep it that way.
they wanna keep it that way.
There's no question. I don't think anybody on the board or out in the audience tonight wanna see a road.
No, I agree with
No,
that.
Absolutely.
I'm not saying it a road, but I'm even saying just having a sidewalk is gonna encourage more kids to be walking up those hills. And we don't necessarily have the width of the road to safely provide for any kids that are walking up there.
We don't provide anything now.
I'm not saying that we should, or that we should outlaw walkers. But I'm just saying it's only gonna encourage more kids. And I don't think we should do it.
I wonder if did somebody come up to the village and bring this up at a village meeting or something? I have no clue if that's what happened again, because it came up a few years ago and we voted it down 3-2.
That area does get utilized a lot in school times as well. I can attest because I know a lot of kids that use it. So it does get used. Whether there's a pathway or not, I mean, and there's gravel through there. It's not great. It gets used.
Well, the drainage is not good either. So,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, don't talk to me about that.
so that,
That is-
whatever we do, they would have to guarantee that they would take care of the drainage before anything was done. Even if we put dirt in there. Or they put dirt in there, or hard pack, you know what I mean? Crushed asphalt or something.
But they're saying.
would not be a big
They're saying
deal.
a cement sidewalk.
Yeah, well, I don't understand that at all, actually. But I could see them throwing some crushed gravel or crushed
It's-
asphalt in there.
Which is what it is right
Yeah,
now.
basically, hard
Yeah,
stuff,
it's
yeah.
just hard dirt.
And I think part of the village's thing was that if it was a sidewalk, that it would be easier to keep free of snow during the winter time.
Okay, but where is that gonna rate on the village's priority of, let's say we get a heavy snow and Dan's out plowing snow. Where's that gonna rate in the village's list of priority areas to take care of?
I
Dead
don't know.
last?
But
Dead last?
I would say probably not because of the fact there's people living on the street on the village side.
Village doesn't plow all their sidewalks.
What's that?
Village doesn't take care of all their sidewalks. The residents that live on them do.
No, but this is gonna be, away from the road.
Okay, like I said,
Yeah.
dead last on their priority list.
How did the trails ever get there in the first place?
Kids just walking through.
Just kids walking
Well,
through.
that's what I'm saying. I mean, it had nothing to do with the village or the town.
No.
They just made a path and that was it.
I think there was even when Jeff was here, I think they
Well-
actually did cut some trees down to, there's other,
Was that fired because of fire, the hydrants right
We,
across
we
the other
opened it up
side?
for the hydrants. We never opened it up for walkers.
Yeah,
Mr. Nordhaus.
There's the village does, that's Pleasant Run there. The village has a detention pond right there and they do maintain that sidewalk. 'Cause I mow right there and there's an opening through there and people coming back and forth through there at will. I don't see them, but
I'm just saying, that's not the village's first priority is go out and
No,
clean
but-
sidewalks.
they do that. They got a fancy little tractor that they'll go to
Yeah,
them.
like I said,
Later on in the
the
day.
last priority
Yes, it
will
ain't
be cleaning sidewalks.
it ain't, something's gonna get done for the kids to get to school.
Exactly my point.
I will tell you, it's not just kids that are
I'm
walking.
Right.
sorry.
Adults probably come up through there.
I walk and I have enjoyed walking in that area. And I
thought that
think
was
it is
best.
important that we encourage people to walk.
No.
Because it does encourage the health.
And so they can walk all the way down there. Encourage them to go down to the sidewalks and walk on the sidewalks. Because those sidewalks are all people owned or people are required to clean those sidewalks. So they should all walk down to those sidewalk areas and walk on those sidewalks.
Just
So
like the
that
sidewalks on
encourages-
the other side of the path.
I'm sorry, this is only gonna reopen that whole road connection thing.
That's what I was gonna
well,
touch
that's the
on.
problem.
So I ran into, or I've talked with, I'm out in the community quite often, especially down in that area. And a lot of the residents, that's what they're concerned with, right? As soon as we open the door for a sidewalk, then it's gonna be, well, let's push for the road, let's connect
That's
the road.
right.
And a lot of those residents down there,
Don't want
they
it.
bought their houses originally because it was on a dead end road. It was part of the town. So that's just something that I wanted to say, because I think once we give ground, it's gonna be hard to get ground back. And if the intent is to do what your constituents want, right, what the town members want, then
But that originally, like Kim has said, that originally was set up for that road to go through when it was in the town.
For town
Not into the
development.
village.
For town development.
Yeah,
Yeah,
So if the kids that they saw going through there are town residents that live right there, are they gonna stop doing that?
No.
no.
But that's the whole point. What's gonna stop them? Nothing's gonna stop them.
They're gonna take
Whether
that
it's a
road to school
sidewalk or it's a
regardless.
dirt.
How do you think the trees got trimmed for a path to begin with? It was the town residents go, oh, let's just cut this through so they can walk through.
So that's how it happened. When the school got built, the path got opened up.
The only thing about the whole road thing is if you could see really well, excuse me, on the aerial photo from there, you see how wide the village street is coming up to
The
our,
trees.
our dead end, all right? unless someone is willing to go ahead and foot the bill for storm sewers, number one,
Yeah.
to be able to widen the road out to the extent that that village road is right there. It's never going to happen because of the fact we're not going to get town money involved because our residents are going to poo-poo the idea. And I mean, the concern about having the road, in my opinion, as if we had the land, a flat land without the ditches, yeah, I agree, you know, it could
And it wasn't
really
going
start pushing the issue.
uphill from the town, where
Huh?
all their water comes down, like in Mike's
Right.
area there.
Correct. But what I'm saying is, if the roads were already wide or closer to the width of the village road, it's gonna be easier. But the expense involved to go ahead and widen the road,
But then you're not curb and guttered either, so them lawns are all gonna get flushed out.
you know, like I said, there's so much logistical problems
Mhm.
with a project like that, that I don't see it happening.
Well, the village wanted us to pay for sidewalks and road, widen our roads over to the school. They wouldn't pay for it.
Mhm.
Why would we do it? You know, if we have to pay for it, I mean, that didn't even make sense. They're the ones that wanted it.
I would like to see us have the sidewalk connect into the road so that students can walk, students and adults my age who enjoy walking would have that opportunity. I think that times have changed. You know, these subdivisions are 50 years old. Are we still driving the same car we were driving 50 years ago? Where do we go for groceries? Where do we go when we need to mail a package? Where do we go when we want to go out for coffee? We go into the village. We are Cottage Grove, as my granddaughter said when I said I have to go into Cottage Grove to the store. Grandma, you're in Cottage Grove. I think we need to learn to share and to try and work together.
No, wait till your land gets annexed into the village out there and see how you care. When your taxes would go up 800 or 900.
You're in a different, you don't live in the village. You don't live with the water pouring down your street every time it rains. You don't live with that.
Is the
do.
sidewalk going to change that?
No, it's not, but it's just gonna force the issue, like the deputy said. It's gonna make the village think that they can push for that road. And I'm not
How
gonna go
legally
for it.
are they going to be able to push for the road?
Well, they push through Meadow Grove or Meadow, what is it, Meadow Dove?
Yeah, on the south, on the
Yeah,
east side.
they push through
Oh, we
Meadow
don't.
Lark.
I can tell you that I personally know the residents that are on the village side at both of those, and they are 100% opposed to a road ever going through there on the village
So they're
side.
on the same boat.
They don't want it either, or they said they'll move. So they don't want that either.
They don't want the road
They do
either.
not want a road. They are okay with the pathway, do not want a road.
Leave it
Well, the
the way
other
it is.
thing we could do is at the end of the road on our side, we put barrier up. So people can only walk or ride their bike through. A barrier right in the middle of the, you know, like you see that in a lot of places. Put the barrier on both ends.
There is a yellow pole.
Is there one now?
Yeah.
There is on the village side, yeah.
It's on the
Oh, there is,
village
but
side.
not on our side.
No, we kept trees.
Okay.
You're so thick you can't even see through it.
Yeah, there's a
Yeah.
barrier right
Yes, ma'am, in the back.
Barrier on
Could I have
the
your name,
village
please?
side.
No, but I'm
Trees
talking.
are trees on our side.
All that's saying that, well, someday that's gonna be a road through. That's all that thing does.
Try it again, I'm sorry.
Demetria Van Straten. I appreciate your comment and listening and hearing folks who live in the town who we might not have the same car all these 50 years, but the town, the people, why you move to the town because you have a dead end. That's why you stay living in the town. No matter how much land, no matter how much town land the village claims for themselves to put up their McMansions from, you know, I agree times are changing, but I feel like why should the folks who have lived here long before all these long before all these fields are going to go away and get eaten up by huge houses, eating up all of the land to absorb the snow when it melts and all these heavy rains that we've been getting, why can't the village be neighborly and help the town residents have their neighborhood preserved as the dead end, small, quiet town neighborhood that we moved here for?
Thank you.
Absolutely true.
If they want to take away the land for their houses, because that's what's gonna make them money, that's what they're going to do. But we as people in the town can and should still have a right to have be safe in our neighborhoods and have the dead end in our neighborhoods.
You live on the dead end? You do, how, you
It's
have a trail at the end for kids to go through?
so I don't live in the West Lawn area,
Oh, okay.
but I worry that whatever happens in the West Lawn area would be the same thing happening in our neighborhood once the village takes away what was supposed to always be green space of town land, and that got claimed as village land.
Yeah.
And I do think that the water is a huge concern, and I do worry about the more concrete you approve and put in, it's going to be harder to manage that, and it's going to negatively impact those homes that have been longer established, and I don't think that's right.
Thank you.
I would like to see a motion to have one of the roads have a path between, like Morning Dove to Friat. And that as part of this motion, that it would require the village to address the Nightingale water issues that are causing problems for town residents.
They're gonna just say, and I've had this discussion with the county, and I've had this discussion with the builder of the McMansions up there, and they just say, tough, deal with it. That's what they say. So you tell me who we're gonna get to listen to us and our concerns about all the water rushing down those roads.
Well, this starts with a motion that includes addressing that
I'm not
issue.
gonna make that motion. so
I'll make
sorry.
that motion. Because it will then be a formal action from the town seeking to respond positively to an initiative from the village to grant something they are seeking, while at the same time addressing a problem that is a serious issue for town residents. So that's my motion. If you can encapsulate all that.
May not matter.
You aren't going to second it, Mike?
No, wait.
Oh, I thought you would.
No, wait.
Neither am I.
No.
Which road did you say you?
I was suggesting Morning Dove. I'm open to being.
Well, did kids walk through there years ago? Across, away from you? Never did?
There wasn't any school.
There wasn't, but I mean, they don't do it today though either, right?
Yeah, the schools are been there too.
Morning Dove?
They do.
Where do you live on, Mike?
Nightingale.
Oh, Nightingale. Did they ever walk through there?
No, because that's the dead end.
Too far?
Yeah, it's a dead end.
Oh.
But it was just a field before,
Yeah.
before this last year. You know, now they've got two big ponds up there, and the minute it rains, guess what happens?
Well, the school is there because of a town resident recommending to the Monona Grove School Board that land be purchased for that school. I was on the board when the land.
And so was I.
So,
Yeah, but it had to be annexed in and what happened was the school district paid them enough money that they would go. And, you know, they owned a lot of stuff in this before that school was built. And, they were very happy to take the money and leave the community. They're not living around here anymore. They made $1 million something for that piece of property they got. And, they left.
And they
Didn't want to
built-
be here
and
anymore.
They built 10 houses along that strip of land.
When we had Shady Grove, every neighbor around there, you were there at some of the meetings, were PO'd about everything that was going on. Because they wanted to put houses right up next to it, 4plexes, 8plexes, all this kind of stuff. Now it's pretty much all individual homes. And the town people were happy, but we were the only people who went to the village meetings.
And they told us then to just take a flying.
Well, but then it was sold 3 times and it was finally built. But that had been, you know, every time something happens in the village, the town becomes smaller. That's the way it is. And my whole thing, and I live in the town about this far from the village. And, you know, I want the whole community, and I've talked to village people about this forever. Can't we just keep this a country level place to live where people don't go through all this kind of stuff all the time?
Mike, I got really involved with the UTVs through the village.
Yeah.
And they weren't working with us whatsoever. You know, first I went in and tried to get board members, trustees of the village,
Yeah.
had to put it on their agenda. They had to have 2 of them. So we got it on. I went to every meeting and there's 3 for it, 3 against it. First we tried to get the whole village adapt for it. And then once we realized that, I went in there and I says, Vilas Road is a key for the residents of the northwest part of the township. And Vilas Road is like a quarter of a mile of it is affected, and they would not work with us on that. They denied it. So you talk about,
So
we got to work with them. They should work with us.
They should be willing to work with us.
That's right.
And they aren't.
That ain't ever happened.
I watched part of their last village meeting and one of the guys is like, they were talking about these streets. He's like, well, we worked with the town on these ATV routes, which basically they didn't. You know, and that was right in their meeting because I watched it. And so then I seen this come up here and I'm like, well, you know, they're not technically working with us. They're doing whatever is convenient for them is what they're doing.
Steve, I think that lady in the back is.
Oh, I'm sorry. Your hand was right behind Mr. Norton's head.
My shiny head.
You look like the devil. It was just like this.
The glow.
You had mentioned Morning Dove and wondering if people cut through for kids. I live on the dead end of Morning Dove right by the tree line. So yes, we do get kids cutting through. There's a gravel trail. So again, I would not want to see that go through or sidewalk either.
Because they already go through there already.
What?
They go through there already.
They go through there already, but I don't want it a street or a sidewalk, whatever. Okay.
Encourage it.
Then you,
What do you see for kids going through there, like on a daily basis during
You
school?
know, I don't really sit there and watch. I couldn't tell you if it's,
They
you know,
almost have to be
10 kids
students
in the
at the
morning
school.
Yeah.
or 15, 20, you know, I don't think it's 20. But I don't know if they're going further over up to the other one, the actual road that cuts through.
Yeah, but they're
It's not a
all
lot-
your
it's not a lot
neighbors.
of-
That's what.
I think it's more than kids. I see more people walking, adults walking, pets, things like that, more so than kids.
Can I ask you, have you ever had any vandalism because of people walking past?
No, I mean, a little bit of trash, but nothing, no.
Yeah, but trash was the same problem that we dealt with.
Hey, I
at
pick
high
up trash
school.
every day.
I'm not saying that we don't, but I'm just telling you that we dealt with that same problem at the school district. You know it as well as I do. All the high school kids walking by and throwing their trash in the neighbors' yards. I'm sorry, we had a motion.
Well, she made a motion.
There's a motion by Christie. Is there a second to her motion?
Nope.
Motion fails.
I think the people that live there are very concerned, are very concerned. And just like she said about dead end roads and this is not a new problem there. We built a school that was unneeded and now we got it.
I would just say we are not an island. And I think it's important to work with others. That's why I am on this board, because I think it's important to work to enhance the quality of life for all. And I would have seen this opportunity as one to encourage people to walk and to get to know one another, because I think it enhances quality of life.
Oh, good.
Walking has enhanced my quality of life. I will just speak from experience.
You walk over there?
I walked
know
there
that-
today.
Well,
I
you were there
walked over
looking,
there other
you were
than-
looking
do I
for
walk
kids,
there
right?
on a regular? No, I don't walk there on a regular basis. I walk in our neighborhood on a regular basis.
Your neighborhood, yeah.
But I walk lots of places.
So you walk that area. Do you see a lot of walkers in the whole community, or do you see more bikers?
More bikers, or not many walkers. But there are more walkers in our neighborhood today than there were 10 years ago. And I think it's because they have seen other people walking.
So how does that compare with 50 years?
Well,
Oh, you were the
50
one that
years
brought up
ago-
the 50 years.
50 years ago, I was driving. I wasn't walking. I was walking from the parking lot.
40 years ago, I had to drive all the way around to get into my subdivision. So
Christie, you have a lot of compassion. I really commend you for that.
Thank you.
And that's why this board, there's got to be disagreements on this board. If we all agree on everything, there's something wrong.
I guess
There
it
is-
fails.
Excuse me. There is some advantage. You know, I wasn't necessarily thinking so much of the walkers. I mean, you know, the times that I've seen the kids walk through there, I see more kids in the afternoon than for whatever in the morning. Don't ask me why. But, you know, the bicycling, you know, I thought providing a passageway between us and the village.
there's one now.
That's why, what's that?
There's one now. It's a very hard gravel road or path.
And so, I don't, you know, because of the fact that the village had offered to pay for everything and provide all maintenance and so on, kind of piqued my interest in it because of the fact I still don't have any desires to go ahead and pay a penny, you know, for it out of town funds. But at the same point in time too is if there isn't support from the board to look seriously at this, you know, or we'll basically let it go with no action. Or Kim can report back to the village that the town didn't take any action on this.
I make a motion, we take no action on this.
Second,
Motion and a second to take no action on the sidewalk request from the village. Is there any discussions? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sense. Opposed,
No,
motion carried 4-1. Number D, discuss resident concerns over the intersection of Vilas and BB.
I agree with her.
What?
I agree with her.
That's a nightmare intersection.
Absolutely it is. And, you know, living, well, just around the corner basically from the intersection, I can't understand why so many people with the traffic problems that are going on there, why people continue to try and come up Vilas when they can go up to BB, have those controlled intersections and at least be guaranteed within a minute or two of being able to go, most of them go east, or excuse me, west.
Old habit.
What's that?
Old habit. I do it all the time when I go, shit.
You know, when
Hardly get
it's
out of my driveway and I live
You do the same?
50 feet from.
I do, I go.
on duty.
But in the morning and in the evening, there's like 20, 25 cars lined up.
Turn your sirens on.
There is,
It is unbelievable.
there is.
Well, Steve, are you saying go through the neighborhoods though? Cause we
Don't
don't
want
want to do that.
No, but I'm just saying, it just, like, I see a lot of traffic coming out of the two streets that, from the village, further south from me.
Well Ridge and
Yeah.
Progressive.
Thank you very much. And I mean, it's boom, boom, boom. If I had a nickel,
I see it all day long when I'm mowing over
But you
there.
can take and go north on Weldbridge, come out by McDonald's there at that stop sign. It's a four-way stop too, so it's not like you gotta wait forever and just head west, to the
Go up,
stoplight
go up
there.
Main County and the BB.
So Amber on her own, not part of her duties as a town deputy clerk, but just on her own because she lives on Vilas north of BB and actually goes around a bus every day to a stoplight to get to work because she can never get out there. So she asked me one day, what should she do? And I said, go ahead and, if I were you, I would contact the county. So she contacted the county. She got a response from the highway commissioner and one of the head engineers who said that they are doing a corridor study in conjunction with the village. Apparently they didn't think to talk to the town about it, but anyway, there apparently is a corridor study going on. And so I don't know what that might lead to, but obviously
But where are they gonna get the land for that?
that's just it. There's so little to do there. I mean, thinking about it, I feel like the only thing they could do to fix that is a stoplight, four-way stoplight. Even though they don't line up, you can
Yeah.
still do lights, but I don't know. But the county would have to do that and the town board could certainly weigh in on some ideas, but other than taking out houses on either side, there's no room
Yeah,
to straighten
And
it out.
I'm pretty sure Art Boyd is not gonna give up his land.
So, I mean,
Price is right, bro.
He's in a situation, he's not gonna do anything with the village for quite a while.
No, he's kind of mad.
There was a plan at one time to put Vilas to the north, move it over on his land and they'd cross each other. And so they could do something there. And it would be hard to put a four-way stop there, 4 stop signs,
you'd have to.
you gotta look over here and,
It'd
I
have
don't
to be
know.
a roundabout.
Round-
It'd have to be
Oh, God.
a 4-lane roundabout or like a 2-lane roundabout.
The landing,
To the north comes
You'd have to get
into the
in the yard.
roundabout, Riley's to the south.
land isn't there.
I lived in Mount Horeb and that's what they did in a situation like that. They had 2 roads lined up like this. They put a roundabout there, so it was just,
They'd
You can
have
make
to
those
weigh
roundabouts really, really big.
6 houses.
Which are better roundabouts than you do.
And the whole point of a roundabout is traffic control and severity of accidents go way down.
They say it
Right?
drops big.
They drop down from going 45 or 50, whatever it is, coming out of Village Cottage Grove on EB there, slows everybody down to 25 in that roundabout, so you get fender benders instead of T-bones or side swipes or all of the bad stuff that can happen.
I just don't see that happening at that intersection.
I don't
It's built
see,
right up to the.
unless you move Vilas to the north over, and what is that, Bo's, Boyd?
Wait,
And he's okay with that, and then you put a 4-way, or you put traffic control lights up, or
By the 2 little houses on the
giant-
south side there.
you put a giant roundabout in there, and that's gonna assist the traffic.
They're gonna wanna sell their
Town-
homes.
The town can't do anything about that. It's a county highway.
I don't know.
So
Oh,
the only
yeah.
thing the town can do is encourage and have input to this corridor study and hope that the
They
county
don't
comes out
contact
with
the
something.
town anyways.
And then the town can also, not that it has any effect, but when you have annexation petitions, you can think hard about what those annexations might do to traffic on town roads in the future and comment on that on your questionnaires. That's about all the town can do in these situations.
Kim, where's the corridor study at?
The county is supposedly running a corridor study of BB in that stretch.
And I think that's because of heydays, because they were supposed to complete that before they broke ground on heydays.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and that's when it all started.
It's just somewhere on BB then? Is where this corridor study is happening, somewhere on BB?
I don't know
It's
exactly.
probably-
Like I said, I got this from Amber.
I'm just curious.
Probably all the way into the city.
Yeah.
There was talk of 4 lanes, a long time ago.
And I didn't ever understood why they cut that road down to 2 lanes.
Yeah.
Right there, just past, Metro Market.
Right.
Cut it down to 2 lanes and then just open it back up to 4 again. I did never understand, I never understood.
The reason why they didn't want to replace the bridge.
Yeah, you build a bridge that's only 2 lanes. That wasn't
crazy.
that long ago.
No.
And then you make it 4 lanes on both sides of it. That sounds like something the village would do. Oh, I'm sorry. Should have said. But they did improve, Violet's, some. It is a little better than it was. I wouldn't say it's great, but
Right.
you got a turn lane there.
Part
So
of
it is a little,
Yeah.
Asked to have input into that study.
Just a little Band-Aid.
I move that we ask the county to include this issue of the intersection of Vilas Road and County BB in the corridor study.
Second.
There's a motion and a second discussion. Yes. I guess I would ask if either or both of you rather would add some language about including the town of Cottage Grove
Yes.
In the study.
in the discussions. Correct.
Yes, please, that's part of the motion. Thank you for correcting my error.
Everybody okay with the motion with
Yeah.
the addition?
Yeah.
Yes.
I
Oh.
did have another option. I'm thinking opposite.
Bridge?
Yes.
Overpass.
Overpass.
That'd be great.
Overpass, obviously, that's a really good option. Didn't even come to my mind.
There you go.
We could do, like, no left turn or right turn only from this point to this time to this time. I'm just, another option, just another thought process
I
that,
had thought about that, but
Well-
forgot completely about it.
that is used in Madison.
I mean, during rush hour
We have
traffic,
the
that's
ability
what,
to do
that's what
that?
slows up the,
From certain time to certain time.
Yeah,
Whoa.
it's your roads.
Whoa.
I mean, that's gonna.
You're gonna get real busy, real quick.
I get it. I'm telling you, job security.
Gotta pay for that new deputy.
You have to talk to
It
Bill
is
on that.
another option.
I know if you're going through on 19 through downtown Wanacue
And then I go
past
on
Quick
right into
Trip,
school.
there are several streets that are no left turn from,
I'll come out
I believe
and
it's
then-
7 a.m. to
Rush
9 a.m.
hour time.
You have a warranted safety issue, so that anything you want to put up for safety regulations is 100% fine.
Do we have to actually change an ordinance or anything?
You might have to adopt an ordinance to support the signs.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to check into that.
Yeah, I'm trying to, there's
Something discussed next board meeting?
Yeah.
That sounds like a good
So
option.
do you wanna vote on her? Do you wanna vote on
Right turn
motion
only
and
or
still do
whatever.
that and then
Not that
consider this as another?
turn right, 'cause
You got 7 cars behind.
Yeah.
And also to have the signage on the next
Signage.
board.
Yeah, on the next
If you
board.
did that,
Yeah.
it'd cut
Yes.
people going.
So we can-
I'll second.
They learn.
You're okay with that?
Right there.
Yep.
Did you hear the or the that's addition number 2?
So next meeting, what do you want in preparation for that? What are you gonna
Just discuss
discuss?
and consider signage options for the intersection of Vilas Road and BB on both North Vilas and
To
South
include no left turn or no.
No left
And we
turn.
could-
no left
Maybe
turn
hours.
Be the
at certain
key.
hours.
Both ways, no left
Yeah.
turn.
And the motion originally was to be part of the study,
right, but in this,
but that's part of what her motion was in.
well, yes, we want to be part of the study, but also she added on to the motion to place on the next board meeting as an agenda item, discuss and considering the
Okay.
signage.
No left turn,
Restricting.
restricting left turn or however.
Okay.
Any other discussions? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carried. Thank you, everybody, for your input. Discuss and consider adoption of ordinance 2025-09-50.
You got Lud's Lane first.
Oop, Bud's Lane.
Oh, I already had it crossed.
There's lots.
Yeah. The, as you can see on the map, the change, there was originally, when was that, Dan? Back in April this year? The original one taking traffic BB to N and out then?
I feel like it was February or something like that.
Yeah, it was early.
I think it was earlier, but yeah, earlier this year.
The county is gonna close AB by Lud's Lane for utility services for the construction of the new 911 center. Since that time, Vogel Brothers, who's the engineer for the project, unbeknownst to us, made the change that you could see here, which would reroute traffic from AB onto Femrite.
On the back of that.
Yeah.
And
Which, as you all know, is a nicely repaved town road. It's an at-grade intersection with Highway 12 and 18, which is basically a small version of AB and 12 prior to the construction. And we all know how many people lost their lives at that intersection through various and assorted reasons. I have been in contact with the City Department of Transportation, the county, the state DOT, and telling them of our concerns. And the only one that actually kind of raised an eyebrow was state DOT because of the fact that, we're routing a county highway to a town road on a small intersection was never designed to handle that kind of traffic. And so Wisconsin DOT is taking this under advisement. They are going to be contacting the county. And I don't know what the county's gonna do because there's no roads. I mean, everything that's being detoured is onto town roads.
Nick says you can deny it
Well,
because county knows they can't use local roads for a detour.
okay,
Really?
They have to have a county highway.
Yep,
It's gotta be a
they
county
have to
highway.
use county highway.
Cause there's a lot of semis
Lot.
that come in and out of Femrite out of the city there. There is. Let's just call it what it is. And that, the amount of traffic that comes in and out right there too, just generalized traffic at that four-way. I mean, we all know,
There's a ton of traffic.
we all know. That's scary.
This
They
is
get so much
also
business
right,
there, right?
this is right across from Nelson Bus too,
Yeah.
so that might not be good.
no.
I don't,
And additionally, one of the things, regardless of if the detour gets changed back to the original proposal, I would like the board permission to post Femrite to 10 tons.
Yes.
Yes.
So if there is semi-traffic on there, Deputy Shotliff is gonna be up.
that, just so everybody's aware, Femrite going out right there, from that stop sign, from that four-way stop, all the way to US Highway 12, that's 55. It's a 55-mile-an-hour zone.
No, it's never, there's no,
No speed limit signs,
no. If there's no signs, it's 55.
That's one of the, that's one of the
north and south.
very
Yeah.
few roads in the town that we have, that I patrol, that is 55 mile an
Very
hour.
few left.
Because I wrote a citation there for a lady going 60 in what I thought was a 45, and Jen corrected me, and I had to avoid that citation. So, just so everybody's aware.
Oh, yeah.
So we can refuse this, right?
Right.
Yeah, you can deny it, yeah. Doesn't mean,
No,
you're
no,
denying
but-
it, you're the small
We
fish in
have-
the big pool again.
We have the ability to send a letter saying that
We deny all town roads used as a detour route.
And then are they gonna, my question would be, are they gonna make that coming off of Femrite onto 12, are they gonna make that a right turn only?
that was my next question. Can we
It has to
post,
be.
can we post a town road going onto a state highway? No left turn.
All we do is close the median. Right?
Yeah.
I don't know what all that takes, but that's the.
You're doing it,
easy
you're gonna do it at BB.
State would have to.
Per
No, that's a
hours.
County road, it's not a state highway.
Oh, true.
What I thought.
But
I
you could
didn't
probably
know
get, you
exactly.
could probably get DOT to back you.
DOT works slowly.
Because all they do is they take that right turn, like for whatever, the large trucks that are coming out, they take that right turn, they take AB exit, go around the roundabouts, and then take eastbound 12. That's the detour,
Yeah.
right?
We're a small fish in a big pond.
Understand, I'm just throwing out ideas, because that's gonna
It's gonna
turn,
just make more work for you guys.
that's gonna be a busy intersection. How long are they planning on keeping AB there closed at Love's
It
Lane?
was a couple months.
Yeah.
It's a good,
It's a big project there.
post.
They're gonna have that road torn out for a while.
I can't believe they don't have another contingency plan to reroute traffic or anything.
and probably run them all the way up to
Surprise.
Deerfield.
The county owned the land when they built the coroner's office there and the county garage. Why didn't they put enough services in the first time they opened up AB
That's a road, yeah.
for everything else?
Water and
No one's ever done the correct order.
electric and
Yeah, you know,
Money.
I don't know, I
Yeah,
think
we
that,
did all
I think
that.
that this should
back
be
thought, you know?
brought up in discussion, at least with the Wisconsin Department of Transportation.
I agree.
And at least voice your concern, not my concern, your guys' concern. You know, in reference to that crossover traffic going east, east on Femrite, and then to continue going eastbound on 12. I don't think there should be a left turn there. That can't be. There's just, that we're asking for injuries and accidents.
you're gonna deny them of using it altogether anyway, so don't even worry about your turn lanes.
Right.
But are you saying that maybe there should never be a left-hand turn there, even
I
if this
don't think
wasn't
so.
happening?
I honestly don't think there should be, because people, I mean, we all know the speed limit on US Highway 12, right?
Yeah.
I've got all sorts, and I've only been out here for, a couple of years, and I've gotten some pretty excessive speeds out there. And those are the individuals that are gonna cause those.
So you sit out there in the morning and the afternoon, do you see, how many school buses come off of Sickle Cow and take a left and head towards Madison? I bet 20 of them.
Yeah,
Isn't that crazy?
yeah.
Yeah, they come out of there and they turn left because they gotta go to McFarland.
Oh, my God.
Some of them do go down Sickle Cow Road, but there's a lot that go out on 12 and 18 and go that way.
Why wouldn't they go the other direction to Harlan?
I don't know. I was mowing out there yesterday and I couldn't believe how many turn left and go up towards
That's-
Madison. I was like,
Is
Where are
there
they
a traffic
going?
jam when they're all turning left?
well, so they're doing that at like 2:40 in the afternoon. I'm sure they're doing it in the morning too, but it's not as busy, but it's still busy. I mean, 12 and 18 is always busy.
It'd be busy in the morning.
Good.
It's real, it's really busy in the morning. I can tell you
This is
that.
just
I got a plow that area.
And Kim, correct me if I'm wrong, I know Eric had brought up when he was out here that he suggested that there should be no left turn there from Femrite onto US
Yeah,
Highway 12.
He did bring that up. It didn't really go anywhere, but
Right. But now I think this is kind of an opportunity to maybe save some lives and save some accidents and.
Have there been a lot of accidents out there?
I mean, yeah, I've had a handful.
So,
And,
okay,
you
that's a
know,
good reason then.
But I think with obviously more traffic that is coming out, because there's a lot of traffic that comes out.
And we're seeing a lot more truck traffic, than tractor trailer, because the roundabouts,
Yeah.
they don't wanna go through the roundabouts.
So I just something to bring up, something to think about, guys.
Boy, you're full of church, man.
I was gonna add,
Hey, you know what? I love voicing my concern, I guess.
So what do we want to do? Send a letter to the, saying we deny this plan for using town roads?
Yeah, I think so.
Yes. And also, in that same letter, make the recommendation about signage, no left turn from right on to,
12 and 18.
on 12.
that's just a discussion with you and DOT. That doesn't have to involve anybody else.
No, right.
You wanna deny a county of using our roads
For
for
detour.
detour. And Vogel and the county.
Yes.
So what's the motion?
Do we just deny?
Send a letter to
First of all, make a motion to deny.
deny use of town roads
for
as a
detours.
detour.
Correct.
Second.
Motion and a second,
Who made the motion?
Mike.
Mike.
Okay.
Motion, by Roger, second by Christie. To disapprove or deny the request to use town roads as a detour for the Highway AB utility project. Any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carried. And then I will be asking state DOT about the no left turn on Femrite. And then also, it's not gonna hurt us to put weight limits on.
During construction, I would advise that you do it on Femrite and Violet Hope.
What about, Hope?
Hope.
Well, we'll have to sign it at Hope, yeah, because they won't be able to go down that way, so.
Good. All of them.
I don't think I think we'll post it right by South Hope. That way, when they get there, they'll turn around, and go the other way. But I don't think, you're not gonna get the traffic going through that way. I don't think.
Okay.
You're gonna get the people coming out of the commercial development, like Copar.
So what happens if somebody takes a right-hand turn with a big truck from 12 onto Femrite?
There'll be a sign there.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean.
Oops, let me back out into traffic.
Well, they have the right to get turned around.
I think they're gonna they should have a truck detour as well, though.
They should.
They can't mark a detour. And I don't know enough about this, guys, so don't quote me on this, but I thought if a detour was clearly marked for a closing road for a county highway, the detour has gotta be a subsequent county highway to allow for the same weight limits.
Yes.
Right?
Yep.
So that should boast your denial, or however this process works, in reference to the detour.
So their detour should really start on AB
Way up almost to be the end of Sprecher Road.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, Sprecher to BB.
Should be AB all
They
over
should-
Sprecher.
they should be taken, yeah.
This record, no
Because
truck
I
route.
thought originally that's how it was gonna go, from coming out AB from the city up to Sprecher for that little bit, and then east on BB to end, and then down to 12.
See trucks on it every day. They go all the way up Bryan.
They're gonna,
Unless
I
they
mean,
open it
that's a
up.
lot of truck traffic through there too, because of the dump right there. There's a lot of big, heavy truck traffic coming.
I don't understand why those guys don't drive out to Stoughton Road either. I don't understand that.
Drive out where?
Stoughton Road. Like, why
Oh,
aren't
yeah.
they going that way? Like, I never understood that.
It's
They're
better
going
traffic
back, they're going back to the interstate anyway, once they get to the roundabouts, they never go towards Cambridge, they're
Right.
all going back towards the interstate.
Right. Yeah, another thing that you guys have to think of too, to alleviate the congestion at Femrite, if this proposed, what they have right there passes, that left-hand turn going eastbound on 12 to Femrite as well.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Cause that's all gonna be part of that congestion area. People are gonna be shooting in to go northbound on, from right there from eastbound 12, right? Like, that's something else that needs to be thought of. So what my mind's taking it is jersey barriers, cement barriers.
Oh,
You know what I mean? And then that whole median, I guess, is crossed off.
Smartest way to do it.
So that would have to be coordinated with DOT. They would have to do that.
Thank you.
So do you, I don't know if your agenda item allows, if you can throw weight limits in there or not, or if you want that on
We
the
don't need
next
to.
agenda.
We don't need to put it on there.
Don't,
We can post it whenever we feel needed.
For safety reasons?
So what if,
That is something I
was it
can,
voted on?
okay.
you can ask Bill on that, but I'm 100% sure.
Oh.
That's something I can make the decision on.
To send a letter to the state denying use of our town roads, correct?
You voted on
State
that.
and Dane
You
County.
voted on that.
You voted on
Yes,
that.
yes.
Yes, we did.
We're on to the next F.
So.
You're getting tired.
All right.
Yes.
Whew. Discuss and consider adoption of ordinance 2025-09-15, amending chapter 2 of the town code of ordinances governing body.
So moved.
Second.
Motion and a second to approve the proposed language for secession of
Town
the
chair.
town chair and
Yes,
what's that?
town code
Yep.
ordinances for the governing body.
Discussion.
You
Hearing.
made move to approve.
Any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign, motion carried. Next item, consider adoption of resolution 2025-09-15 approving borrowing.
Move approval.
Second?
Discussion. I think people that are here should know that we do pay that off. And it's not like it's
Within a year.
something, we don't have like hardly any debt, unless we're buying a fire truck, of course. And we do borrow this in advance and then pay it off next year, so,
And we get bids, so we.
yeah.
Yeah, this is how we're able to do $350,000 worth of road maintenance projects every year. Because with the levy limits, we can't raise taxes unless we borrow and have to pay a loan back. Which is silly, but that's how it works.
Yeah.
So it's $8,313.60 in interest.
Yep.
Mhm.
And it'll be paid back March 16th, which is, right after, shortly after.
But so that'll make it less interest, correct?
No,
No,
that's.
that's
the interest.
That's how much interest will accrue by that date.
Oh, okay, good.
So Christie motioned, I didn't hear a second. Oh,
I do.
You have a motion and a second to approve resolution 2025-09-15 approving borrowing. Any other discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign, motion carried. Next item, discuss legislative bill 2907/1 relating to exempting certain farm owners from campground licensing.
What is the
I asked
rationale?
This is, I was kind of surprised.
I like it. I think it's a good idea.
That they can't have campground?
Well, they can.
It's, no, you can have a campground, but you have this laundry list of things that you
Yeah.
need to do in order to do that.
Sure.
One state legislature and several others who've signed on to the bill have decided that just let the farmers do what they want, if up to what, I think, three?
Three.
Is it three?
Three campgrounds.
So, I mean, I guess
Three campers.
I have,
It's,
well, I guess I kind of have mixed feelings on this. I mean, from the standpoint of, yes, I think it's a way for farmers to make a couple extra bucks, you know, for however they decide to do it. But, how do you know that, you know, are they gonna provide sanitary, I mean, porta potties or regular, you know, what kind of amenities,
yeah,
you know, and the way that the law is currently written, it just basically, you know, just let things ride the way they
do
are.
what you want.
Yeah, do what you want. So, from what I'm hearing, Dane County's going to send a letter of opposition just because of the fact that, you know, how do you even know if the farmers are providing a safe atmosphere for their campers? So, I merely brought this up because of the fact that if this goes through, we may hear about this or, yeah, so,
Was it permanent or seasonal?
Huh?
Did they give a permanent or seasonal type
no,
deal? No? So like, I mean, they could have permanent campers.
Yeah.
All year round.
all year round.
So hired man can now live in a camper on their property, basically.
No, it says the legislation would allow farmers to operate a campground on their property without a license for the purpose of educating the public through on-farm experiences and providing opportunities to diversify farm income. To qualify, the campground must be located
There
on
you
a
go.
person's farm, and the farm can only have one campground, and the campground has 3 or fewer. So yeah, there's no details about how long they can camp there, if that's what you're asking.
So you get some 3 campers and have 3 hired men.
But it's supposed to be, this has been referred to as an agritourism measure.
Agritourism.
So I want to know how many tours a farmer is going to get.
This is a
They
big
might-
thing.
they might get
There's
some.
an outfit called Harvest Hosts that a lot of
Really?
campers use, and you can camp, you know, at all kinds of places like wineries, farms, and, you know, I don't know how they get around the zoning, but it's all countrywide. We've done it a lot. And, you know, you just go in for one night. They probably don't have a dump station, but there's usually a state park nearby that does, you know, but it's a big thing. And that's just one organization. There's also all kinds of organizations that advertise this kind of thing across the country where, what the heck, I'm trying to think. Hip Camp is one where you can go online on Hip Camp and people will just let you stay in their fields, farm fields. We've done it. So, I mean, I don't know. I've always wondered how they're getting around zoning or what the laws really are, but it's definitely a thing that there's a lot of interest in. People just traveling in, they just stop for one night usually, you know, just on your way through. So
you can't just like set up a commercial campground.
no,
That's what they're trying to
it's not
stop
meant,
from happening.
it's not meant for that. This isn't meant for that.
Yeah,
This
I
is
got it.
saying, you don't have to get licensed if you're just gonna have a campground and someone's gonna stay overnight and see what it's like to live on a farm for a night, you know. I think that's what it's eventually, or actually saying. But it could be, like Dan said, that it could maybe be, if it isn't strict enough,
It'll get abused.
it could get abused. There's no doubt about that.
That's the only thing that happens is some commercial campground complained about this, and that's why there's a law coming out. Because you don't make a problem before it's a problem, you know? Has it been a problem? Or I just,
You think that?
we need more laws. That's, you know, we just need more laws. Jesus.
I've been going on for years, just.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly, yeah.
So somebody complained, like I said.
What's the difference if you have a party and people stay overnight in campers?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, they could.
You're right, this could be something that, was started as a
Sure.
campground lobbyists that were trying to shut this down, and this
Oh.
is trying to make it allowed to a certain extent.
Yeah.
That could be.
I'm trying to think on the positive side. I think it's a good idea. I grew up on a farm, and the farmer that bought our farm after my father sold it lost it because the economy is very challenging for farmers, and this could be a little bit of an help. So,
Well, wait a minute. So you're saying that they only have 3?
yes.
3 campers.
Wonder if you have 8 or 9 right now.
Well, I don't think,
Well, you just said that, farmers are hurting
they
and
are hurting.
they're gonna stop farmers from having more than 3.
I'm
You get what I'm
guessing,
saying?
I-
You know,
I'm seeing this as entitling somebody, I'm a farmer and I don't have any, but maybe Mike and 2 of his kids want to come and farm. It would enable me to have them come and camp on my farm. That's what I.
Right now, you can't, you have to be licensed as a campground
Yeah.
to have
Yeah.
somebody stay. This says you could have up to 3 without a license,
Mhm.
is what they're proposing.
I'm sure you wouldn't.
I'd be busy if there's
As
4.
they say.
Now you ready
Hey, you can't
ready for the
do that.
tickets?
There's 4 of them there.
I don't think we got citations in there for that.
Campfires.
Too many campgrounds or too many campers.
You don't have any farms anyway. You don't have anything to worry about.
Yeah,
No farms in the town. There's one.
one, we have one farm.
At least an active farming operation that's not just crops.
Right.
2?
Both on Ridge.
Oh, that's right.
Kendall
Lang too,
and
yeah.
Kurtz.
There's some Langs, yeah.
So anyway, I just merely brought it up. Stay tuned, to see where this goes. It was unique enough where I figured,
Yeah,
Interesting.
interesting.
I don't know. Hasn't been.
Very
action around
interesting.
lately.
next item, accept the resignation of Deputy Clerk Amber Steele.
What a shame,
It is.
It is.
Big shame.
I felt bad.
because we had the 2 best assistant clerks in the whole country. Oh, there's one of them sitting right here. Sorry, jeez.
I move that we accept Amber's resignation with regret and appreciation. Regret she's
Second.
leaving, but much appreciation.
Apparently she did get a full-time job with the state, I think.
Did she?
Something like that. I don't know, was it the state or? Good for her.
Wow.
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign, motion carried. Consideration of attendees for the September 17th Dane County Towns meeting over at Westport. I will be going.
I can't. I
Me,
have another meeting. I have another meeting that
me
night.
3.
I can't either, unless you want to haul my wheelchair.
I don't think it'll fit in the Challenger.
Yeah, yeah, good. That's a good point.
That's a good point. And I don't have the tow rope.
Troy, have you been to one?
Your wheels will get hot.
All right.
Yay, good, try.
All right.
So Steve and Troy?
Um,
Steve and Troy, is that what I heard?
They'll put you in charge of something right away, because you don't know any better.
You in charge of Steve?
I'll pick you up.
Okay.
I did post it as a quorum, but you don't have a quorum, so it doesn't matter, so.
Okay. So, you don't need a motion for that, or, yeah, we could do that.
You could do a motion to allow for 2 attendees.
I so move that we allow for 2 attendees to the September 17th Dane County Towns Association meeting.
Second.
Motion and a second for up to 2 attendees to attend the Dane County Towns general membership meeting on September 17th. Discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign, motion carried. Set the dates for budget workshops. Everybody pull out your calendar. How many do we do last year, Kim? Was it just one?
We usually schedule one with a second date in case we need it.
We haven't used that second date like in what, 3 years, 4 years?
We haven't, but I would still,
5?
I would still schedule it.
Yeah. Do we want the week of the 20th or
I mean, this month?
no, October? Don't we usually do it in October?
yeah.
About the 22nd and the 23rd.
22nd is Plan Commission.
Is it? 1, 2, 3, yeah, it is.
How about the 15th and the 16th?
16th is Deer Grove EMS.
Yeah.
What are the 15, what days are those?
Wednesday.
15th is a
Wednesday and Thursday.
So Thursday I can't.
What about the 14th and the 15th?
Yeah, what about 14 and 15?
Okay.
I'll have to boot some scouts out of here, but other than that,
What's that?
I'll have to boot some scouts out of here. There's nothing in here on the 13th, the 15th. That's the only nights that week that there's nothing going on in here.
Or the 21st and the 22nd?
We have Plan Commission on the 22nd, the 21st, there's also scouts on here.
How about the 29th and the 30th?
We got meetings,
Yeah.
normally the last week, emergency government for one.
No, that's
Well,
the
that's on the
22nd,
28th.
there's a 5th
No,
Wednesday. Yeah, you could do like the 28th and 29th.
29th I have a conflict.
I thought the 28th we have an emergency government.
fourth Wednesday.
Fourth Wednesday is the 22nd.
And then we have
In
fire.
October? Yeah. there's-
Yes, yes.
Fire commission on
Oh, Wednesday. I'm
Monday,
sorry.
right?
There's 5 Wednesdays in October.
Fire Commission is the 27th.
Yeah.
You said the 14th, there were scouts here?
Yeah, the 13th is open, Monday the 13th is open, Wednesday the 15th is
Want to do
open.
13 and 15?
Yeah, sure.
Wednesday.
We can do that.
Columbus Day. That matters.
Indigenous Peoples' Day.
13th would be, and the 15th is a backup.
Correct.
Okay.
Okay, good.
7 PM?
Yeah, let's do it. You want to do it earlier?
Or you wanna do earlier?
6:30.
6 o'clock or something?
6:30?
Is that a problem with anything?
6:30 would be better
Okay.
for me. It's okay.
The 13th, right?
Yes,
At 6:30?
yes.
It might be a little early for a couple things. Some of the sheriff revenue stuff doesn't come until October. It might not come till the 15th. I have to look at that.
Ooh,
Look at something
Well,
here.
can we put it at 2 different weeks?
Well, you're hoping to only do one meeting.
right.
That's about a week earlier than, at least a week earlier than what we've traditionally done. A lot of times we've been closer to Halloween. I think one year you were at Halloween, which wasn't very popular. There's not a lot of room in the hall that
What about-
third week.
What about the 23rd?
I mean, there's a Cub Scout group. I can always boot them.
21st, do you have scouts?
Yep.
How about
27th?
29?
27th is fire. The 28th and the 29th, I've got nothing, but Christie is busy the 29th.
I can't do the 29th. I could do the 28th.
You do the 30th?
I could do the 30th.
And
We do 28 and 30.
the 30th would be okay.
28 is primary, 30 is a backup.
Okay, good.
Okay.
And when is the emergency government then?
The fourth Wednesday.
Which is the
22nd.
22nd.
Yeah.
What time on the 28th, 30th?
6:30.
You okay with that?
Yeah.
So, reading the
28th is the primary, the 30th is the backup.
All right. 28th is primary at 6:30, 30th is a backup. Okay. I should ask Kim, are you okay with that?
Yeah, that's fine.
Next item, Public Works Department.
Road right away permits, we got one for Ledge Lane. The Alliant Energy one came in for gas electric services to be run down Ledge Lane for their new building. Other than that, I think that was the only one since the last meeting that was new. Been pretty positive with it. Yeah, other than that, we're getting going on our mowing out for the winter. I know it seems early, but leaves are turning and everything else is cooperating this year, so we're gonna start mowing ditches all the way out. And yeah, start getting equipment ready for that dreaded winter months. And I have not got status on our new truck yet. I talked to Bert. Jeff was gonna get back to me and I haven't heard back from him yet, so I'll bug him this week again
Yeah.
on our new truck, because we gotta get that before the end of the year. Be nice anyway.
That'd be nice, yeah.
That's been getting built since this time last year,
Yeah.
Wow.
so
Year goes fast.
it does. That's all I have.
Okay. Clerk Treasurer's update.
Well, my credit card got hacked again over the weekend. So I spent a little while on the phone this morning trying to get that straightened out and get the card canceled and get a new one issued, so.
Where did they keep getting your number?
I don't know. I'm suspicious that it's Google, because I don't take it, I mean, the only place I take it is the post office. But, you know, it's used for a lot of subscription payments like Google and GoToMeeting and the Ring doorbells and, you know, all the subscription payments that we have are all QuickBooks, all of those, it's all on file for all of those. So I don't know. I'm kind of suspicious of Google more than anything, but I don't know what you can do about it.
And the computer company that's installed all the new stuff has put antiviral software and
Oh, yeah, and there's nothing that, I mean, it's not anything where on our system that can be hacked. You know, if anything, it's getting hacked where, with these companies that it's stored at.
sure.
You know, and it depends which one it is. I talked to, the banker was in today because she brought me the papers to sign for the loan, and I talked to her about it, and I told her that, I know personally we use Capital One for a credit card, and they have V cards, virtual cards, and you can issue a different number for each vendor, so then if it gets hacked, you know where it got hacked from, and you can just cancel that V card, and your physical card doesn't have to be replaced. It's really nice. And I said, why don't you suggest that to your credit card provider, something like that, because that would be really helpful. I mean, I almost feel like I want to get a separate card for each vendor so I know where it's getting hacked. But anyway, they did flag them and declined them all. So there was a $1 pre-charge that got through, and so that's been filed a dispute, and then all the other ones were declined anyway. But there was a lot of them, and so
Really?
yeah, frustrating.
Yeah.
Other than that, just what we need to talk about in closed session, I guess.
Okay. Board reports and communications. I don't have much. I told you about our new deputy Josh just before the meeting.
What was that?
I said, I don't have much either. I said, thing I was gonna tell you was about, Josh, the new, deputy, starting on, next Monday. Yeah, it's been a quiet week, 2 weeks. Committee reports, Parks Committee. Dan, myself, and the members of the Park Committee spent several hours touring all of the parks in the township, getting a lay of the land, coming up with information that Dan was providing about what park might have a piece of equipment that might need repair or replacing, and additionally, there was a suggestion from one of the committee members about pickleball at one of the town parks. And one of the parks that the park that was suggested was the one on Lane Street near Vilas, because it was pretty flat. I've driven past it. I mean, theoretically, there's definitely room within the park, 4 courts, 4 FOR courts, not 4 courts, but there's no place to park. I mean, the ditches are pretty steep there, and with the extent of usage that will come with having a pickleball court, I can just imagine the people complaining about not being able to get through, and it's like we do in our regular parks. Yes?
Please don't put a pickleball park up in my neighborhood. Please don't. That is my neighborhood. It's loud. Those pickleball courts are loud. We use that open space for flying kites and other activities that you need an open space for. We can't do that at the other park in our neighborhood because trees got planted there.
Dan, what's the matter with you?
No one that I've talked to in the neighborhood likes those trees there or wanted those trees
Well,
there.
and the question I had also was the fact that, and this kind of goes back to comments that Kim has made, the fact our parks within the township were originally classified as neighborhood parks.
They're wonderful
It's for,
as they are.
not that anybody in the township couldn't use any park at any time, but they were primarily designed for the locals around the area and stuff. And I don't know how many locals would use a pickleball versus mass exodus from,
It would be a huge.
On Grove Street, that one there, they come from everywhere
Yeah.
but the village.
I mean, 5 minutes down the road from the park you're talking about is Bakken Park.
Yeah.
And they've got tons of courts that they just put up. That's
Yeah,
just
that's-
5 minutes down the
And I
road.
guess you just go play it.
No, they're
But they're-
full
Now you
They're
gotta,
very, they're very demanding people.
you gotta
too.
reserve those now,
Where?
Bakken Park.
No,
But please don't.
just early in the morning.
Don't put them up
They
there.
get done about 9 o'clock, and then they go home, and then they come back about 3. So if you want to play in between, but they gotta have you gotta put flags up, you gotta have shade for them. The flags so they know what the wind's blowing, so when they're playing pickleball. I mean, this is all what the village had to do.
Yeah.
It's extremely popular.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
it is very
Yeah, it
popular.
is.
Extremely popular.
definitely is. But I don't know that, again, this is my personal opinion, I don't know that we would want the headache associated with it.
I agree.
There's also some at Community Park, so there's
Yes.
2 areas of
Yeah.
them. In the
And I
park.
have
you're
heard
right, yeah.
firsthand of the people who live in the area of Community Park with the pop.
Yeah, they are loud.
You do hear it in the morning.
Mhm.
You do hear it. That wooden paddle, whatever it is. Cause at the community, they had to put a curfew on it.
Mhm.
They can't play before 7 in the morning because of the neighbors were complaining.
Wow.
Man.
Additionally, we're still talking about signage yet. Do we do the signage for the parks? Some of the parks. Some of the parks have nice stone signs, like up in Bass Park.
The old park over by you could use.
Senior Airman Dan Johnson's Park over at
That's nice.
American
Yeah.
Heritage. Which other parks had?
Ravenway.
Oh, yes. And, so, we're looking at that. There wasn't any big,
They did a budget recommendation for the town, for the town board to consider. I think it was 19,000 they want this year. But
It was
that,
an increase or just?
it is an increase, but that I think included pickleball courts maybe. So they're gonna meet again on October 4th, to talk about pickleball courts more, to talk about the signs and what kind of project that might be, who we might collaborate with for design and stuff like that, maybe getting some students involved or something involved from the design side of that. There was talk about a contest or something like that,
were designed for the signs.
for the sign, yep. So they're gonna try to, I guess, flesh some of that stuff out a little more on October second, sorry. Second, yeah. And,
So October 2nd, if you would like to make your thoughts known again down here at the town hall for the Parks Committee meeting.
What time is it?
7:00.
7.
And it starts at 7?
Yeah, she was here. She's the one who was here waiting, and the committee was 40 minutes late for their meeting because of that. It took them too long for the tour. So she didn't stay.
It's October 2nd at 7 o'clock.
This one, there won't be a tour ahead
Yeah,
of
no
it. So
tour,
it'll
so it
start
starts at 7.
My apologies.
I mean, it's a lot of ground to cover, so you probably wanted to eat too. Thank you.
Next item. Consider adopt a motion to move into closed session pursuant to Wisconsin statute 19.85, parent 1, parent C, for the purposes of considering employment, promotion, compensation, or performance evaluation data of any public employee over which the governmental body has jurisdiction or exercises responsibility.
So moved.
Second.
Discuss the clerk hours, compensation, and plans for filling the vacancy.
Art.
Now, roll call vote.
Art.
Mike. Troy. Christie, aye. Aye. Mike, aye. Steve, aye. We're in closed session.
Good night. So just give me a minute.
See you, Dan the man.
This conference will now be recorded.
I don't think there's anybody waiting outside, but I'll unlock the door just in case.
Just my grandson.
Okay, everything's rolling.
All right. Is there a motion?
I move that we direct the clerk treasurer to post the deputy clerk position as soon as convenient in the variety of places that we discuss, especially local, such as the Moms of Monona Grove, as well as Indeed. And that it is posted until we hire the person that we think best fits our situation.
Second.
Good point.
And that we, at this time, increase the salary.
We can't. It's gotta be an open session.
Here.
We are in open session.
Oh, I'm sorry. Duh.
Boost the salary of deputy clerk treasurer Jen Malash to 28 because of her increased workload at this time.
Second.
Motion by Christie, second by Duplay, to immediately post the deputy clerk's position in the mentioned locations, and then also to bump Jen Village's wage from its current up to $28 per hour. Is that correct?
Yes.
Any discussion?
Nope.
Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same side, motion carried.
Move we adjourn.
Second.
Third.
No discussion, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
We're out.
Okay, everybody happy?
Congratulations.